I literally just put my lipstick everywhere. What's good? If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Onyinye and I'm a content creator, Yechi. Hey guys, hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Onyinye and I'm a content creator living in England. I feel like I have not said that in a minute. Today we have a live update video and a few things are different. First of all, if I sound crusty, I just recorded from a terrible flu, so please bear with me. Two, I'm wearing my glasses because we mean business today. Actually, I just feel like I don't make videos with my glasses on, and like my glasses is like a huge part of me, and I'm like, okay, I tried it on today and I just got new frames. I'm quite excited about it, so I'm like, okay, let's just try it on today. Hopefully it makes it to the end of this video. I don't feel like I look like a teacher, but hey guys, what is good? We're gonna have a good chit chat here. I have myself a mug. It's meant to be filled with coffee, but I still have like a sore throat, so I can't take coffee and it's too early for me to be drinking, so it's filled with water. But you guys can get anything you're comfortable drinking. And then I also have my blanket here, so it's kind of like calm, cozy. We're gonna catch up, talk about a couple of things, okay? But first of all, I'm excited to tell you guys that this video is brought to you by LemFi. So I've spoken about LemFi before on this channel. You can use the LemFi app if you are abroad, that is the UK, US, and Canada, to send money home. Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, so many other African countries, and you do this at zero transfer fees. You can also use it to receive. I think there's a lot of emphasis on the sending, but people like me that love to receive, I love to also bring it back to you, that you can also use it to receive. But I mean, it's a great way. I sent money home like last week and it was so quick. Like, just put the money into like your whatever currency of the country you're in. For me, it's pounds. Put currency in there. It works with like connecting your bank to the LemFi app. It's also very secure. You simply convert the currency. So I'll convert from pounds to naira and then send it to like a Nigerian naira account. So that's what I was able to do. It takes minutes, secure, fast. That is what LemFi will give you, and all of this comes at zero transfer fees. Now there's an interesting part this October. I know that this is resumption period, so a lot of students are moving to new countries, and LemFi is giving soft landing. So if you use the referral code STUDENT on your first transfer of £100 and above, you will get £15 cashback. That is so amazing. Like, I mean, it was just 2 years ago I moved in here as a new student, so anything that gives like soft landing, I feel like I'm getting like a good deal. I absolutely love things like that. It's like music to my ears, okay? LemFi is also giving 100 boxes this October. These boxes are filled with Nigerian food, LemFi merch, stationaries. I just love the fact that it would make abroad feel like home, give you that good soft landing. And if you want to win this and you're a new student, all you need to do is head over to www.lemfi.com/GB/student kids. Follow the rules there to participate and you get your box delivered to you. I always bring you guys the good stuff. So £15 cashback and an amazing goodie box. It's all yours. Yep, that's it guys. You want to click the link in the description box, which will take you to download the LemFi app, sign up, get the cashback, and just enjoy sending money at zero transfer fees and also quick. Okay, let's begin this live update. I have so much to gist you guys, so relax. I apologize in advance for the length of this video because it could be long because I have a couple of things to talk about. But yeah, we're cozy, we're calm. Let's begin. So first of all, there are three major things that have happened to me, like major things that have happened to me since like my last proper life updates. If you've been like watching my vlogs, you probably know about these three things. First of all is the job. Okay, that's really important. Getting a job, a full-time job. And then we have moving out of my previous place, and of course living with my sister. So I'm doing all of this so I kind of remind myself while editing to like put the text on the screen. But those are like three major things that have happened to me, and I think I'm like really grateful for all of that. Like, if I'm to talk about 2024 and like mention highlights of this year, so the things I'm touching on is majorly because of like questions that I got. So I put out a Q&A on Instagram, just like people asking me what they want me to talk about for like a live update video, and I got a decent amount of questions like about my job, how I got my job, what job do I do, all of that. Well, I work as a customer success executive. It is really interesting. It is very challenging because it's not a role that I kind of saw myself in. However, I love it. Like every day I'm able to like see why I was selected for that role. Because funny story, I did not apply for that role, the position that I got. I applied for something else, something more marketing related. And then so when I got this role, I kind of felt some form of I would say like imposter syndrome. I don't like to say that I associate with that, honestly, something I try to shy away from. But I felt that way, be it because I'm like, it's not like I have the experience for this position. And I felt like, oh, my first role out of school would be like an associate, you know, an intern, like entry-level position, not the one where I'm in charge of like a team. Do you understand? Like an executive position. So it was very shocking. And yeah, I struggled with that for a little bit. And of course, there was like a huge learning gap that I had to fill. But I think working with amazing people just made it like so easy for me. So currently that's what I do. Luckily for me, it is very much remote. I think it's great because that's really what I needed for this phase of my life. I wouldn't have like minded like an office job, like going to the office every day. But I was, honestly, when I was applying, I was really like, if I see remote, I'm like, I'm going to give more effort to apply for this role. It took me a while. I was praying for it, and I want to say that it was like a miracle. And I think it's just because, not to bore you guys into all the lengthy details of it, but how I got the role, it just felt like, you know, God had prepared this for me and just for me. Also, knowing that this is something that God gave to me, I had that responsibility to not just take it like, oh, that's just it. I feel like it's also part of my devotion to God to perform very well at this role. So yeah, there was like pressure, Tiwa. Let me put it that way. But it's been, I mean, I think currently I'm at the let me just count. May, June, July, August, September. We're 5 months in. That's actually great. So like getting into November, we would be 6 months in. I'm so happy about that. So grateful to God. It's been amazing so far. Like I said earlier, I work with like the best set of people. So it's been really, really good. And although like I did have a lot of experience, I've learned a lot. And trust me, my confidence level when talking about my role, talking about what I do, and like relating with my colleagues has gone up, and I'm so grateful to God about that. I also got a question on like how I got the role, where did I apply? It was on LinkedIn. Guys, it was on LinkedIn. I saw a post. I saw the post for the job role in the morning, and then I ignored it. And then later that day, a friend of mine who knew how active I was searching for a job sent it to me. I'm a simple person. I believe quite heavily in coincidences. So I'm like, okay, I saw this the first time. All I did was save it. And now you're sending it to me. So I simply asked her, okay, do you know anyone working with the company to give me like a referral? She said no. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do my best with the application. I'm going to apply. I did first stage, second stage, and after second stage, they're like, oh, we can't offer you that role. We would like to offer you something different. And I'm like, okay. Thank you. I applied for like 2 other roles around the same time I applied for this one. And when this one got back to me, like the other ones then like got back to me, and I'm like, okay, you should calm down. I'm taking. That's basically like how it happened and like how I got this role. So for anyone who's like currently like waiting, I would say keep at it, and also like maximize your network. Reach out to people that maybe are working at the company for a referral. I didn't have that, but I think I've heard of people who got that and it really helped them, like push them through the door, even if it's just getting into that interview. I feel like with interview, you're kind of given like a fairer chance. And for someone like me, I'm not the most expressive person with like CV cover letters, but trust me, when it comes to like interview and speaking and presenting, I do a very good job. But yeah, that's just the tips that I would like have for you guys. So another elephant in the room that we need to address, and I got a lot of questions about, is why I moved. Guys, you guys know how much I loved Manchester. I'm not even speaking past tense. I still love Manchester. Like if I was to come to the UK all over again, I would still pick Manchester as a city. The place, the people, just how it is, perfect for me. Now to why I moved. It's very simple. And I moved because of my sister. So I had planned to actually move sometime this year. I knew that sometime, like when I started the year, I'm like, I'm going to move. And the major reason I wanted to move was because of space. So I got to a point where I'm like, I want to have a filming room. I need more space for content. I just needed more space also as a human being. My previous apartment was quite tiny. I was already thinking of that, of moving to somewhere else, another place in Manchester. But the opportunity came and my sister is moving and she was moving north of England. And I'm like, it's quick math. We have a sister tag video where we've said that we've always wanted to live together. Like it's something we've always wanted to do. So it felt like, okay, this is like a golden ticket. If she was in London, I just might not have moved because London is like crazy and not a place that I see myself living in for now. But it just felt like easy math, like she's moving north close to you. So we're trying our best, praying for her to get posted to Manchester. But that didn't happen. But we're like, it's up north where you got, it's not too far from Manchester. I work remotely. Even if I have to be in the office, my office is Kukumano in Manchester. So I might as well just open up to the idea of moving out of Manchester. So we took that and we're like, let's live together, and we started looking for a place together. I started looking for a place for us because, to be honest, she literally arrived to an apartment. I'd done the house hunting. I was on calls day in, day out with agents. I got viewings cancelled. We put in interest in a house, lost it. So I went through all of that, okay? But it was simple. Like I've always wanted to live with my sister. I had the opportunity. It was great. And I also did not mind the idea of moving out somewhere like not too far from Manchester. And I think majorly because I have a lot of community in Manchester. My local church is also in Manchester. And I'm like, I serve in the church. I'm very committed to the church. So I did not want to move too far. So with the transport system here, it's really good. You can easily take a train anywhere. So it was a no-brainer for me to just jump at it and say, okay, I can love Manchester from a distance. And that's currently what I'm doing. And I like it because it's a smaller town, quiet, it's calm. I don't really focus my content on where I'm living because of a lot of reasons. And I think I'm going to share that with you guys since we're having like, you know, a nice chit chat. Okay. So while I was in Manchester, there were times that I got like quite disturbing messages, people talking to me about, oh, where I live, someone saying they saw me along a bus route, so I stay in this area. And it's not like I was I wasn't like constantly like hiding where I'm at, like where I stay. Of course I won't share like the building. I also got like requests from like people say, oh, I want to move to Manchester, can you tell me your building name, all of that. And I think just for the sake of like security, I wasn't really open to sharing a lot. And I don't want to go into details with like the kind of messages that I got or like just a couple of things. But I'm like, I just said, if I'm going to move to a different city, I would want it to be a lot more calm and I would say private. So not make like my content about that city, just show my lifestyle, my life in that city, like my apartment, all of that. But to go into detail and start talking about like my city, like in depth, I just did not want that. Well, Manchester is quite big. So in Manchester, you can get away with it. But I stay in a smaller city. Like it's small that I've only used the bus here like 2 times. That's it. Like only 2 times. I literally walk everywhere. If people find out like what city I'm in from like watching the videos, maybe they've lived in this city before, that's fine. But when I see comments like, oh, you're living in this place, please, I will be deleting it. I will just be deleting it. And I'm doing this just because I need to protect myself. I don't want to go into details to the kind of messages that I was getting and how I did not feel safe at some point. But please just help me and help other creators feel safe where they are. So when people ask me, okay, yeah, your apartment where you're staying in, if I don't know you personally, I would not be, or let me just say, if I don't discern and I'm not comfortable disclosing that information with you, I would not. And it's not from a place of any bad energy or anything. It's just, I just want to be safe. That's all. Like, it's the internet. People have wild intentions. Honestly, like there are strangers there. Anybody now can buy a phone and buy data and be on the internet. We all know that mad people are no longer in the asylum. Some of them are on TikTok, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram. So please and please. So talking about moving and then now living with my sister, I did get questions like, what's it like living with your sister? And it's beautiful. Like, I feel so happy, like being at home. I love my house so much. It feels peaceful. It feels like home. You know, I'm very free. And I mean, this is someone like we grew up like this, like so tight. It just feels so beautiful. It's like living with a soulmate. Let me put it that way. We're not just like sisters, we're also like really good friends. So like we talk about things, we play, we watch like similar TV shows, can cook together, you know, clean up together. So it's nice, it's beautiful, it's peaceful. Honestly, I was like team, oh, live on your own, experience that, but like, baby, in this country that gets quite lonely, if you can live with like family, that's still, because like living with her, I don't feel like I'm not like independent. Like, we sort out the bills together, I pay my part, she like pays her part. So I still feel like that whole living alone independency, that's it. I was a bit scared of it because like we do have conflicts, brah. We do have conflict from time to time. I don't know what level of maturity we unlock, but there are days I've gone to meet her and I'm like, well, I've not fought. This is weird. Like, I told her like yesterday, I'm going to find a way to fight you this week because it's weird that me and you have stayed together like this and we have no wow enter inside the conversation. But it's just beautiful. It's really peaceful, if I'm to describe it honestly. So another thing that I got a lot of questions about is like how I'm balancing everything with like the full-time job and being a content creator as well. I'm going to attach a picture for what my life looks like currently. Okay, this is it. But guys, I created a little, like there's this whole broadcast channel thing on Instagram, and I created mine, and we're like over 500 members right now. I love that for me. I got asked that question, how I balance things, and I'm like, I literally work round the clock. So I know that I have to be at work 9 to 5. So certain things that I would do early in the morning, like 7 a.m. when I'm up after prayers, I would reply emails, do any admin work. I have hired a PA and I'm so happy. I have a virtual assistant now, which has to be one of the best investments I've made in a minute, okay, in a minute. So I feel like in the morning now I can get some sleep, some extra sleep, or I can do some editing because I have like more time to focus on like the creative part of like being a content creator, and then the admin stuff, she kind of like handles it. My break time, my lunch break, I could use it for editing, like maybe a short reel or TikTok video that needs to go up later in the day. And then later, like when I close by 5, from like 5 to 8, baby, I'm probably editing. Like this is, so I now have like a 7 to 8 schedule, not 9 to 5 schedule. That's how I'm balancing it. It's not easy, but I feel like I've done this before with school. So the discipline level that I have is quite up there because I've done this before, like being a student and being like a content creator as well. So that's just how I'm trying to balance everything. Also, I don't beat myself up. Yeah, I also know what is priority per time. So like my Monday to Friday, it is for work. I'm not going to be jeopardizing anything about work to do like content, nothing about that. If I haven't done something to be ready during the week, we're gonna have to move it to another day. I'm not going to skip a work meeting because I need to edit out a video. No, I understand priorities. I've created systems for everything to work. I know with the glasses right now, I sound like a businesswoman, but guys, I'm in my bag. And for me to be in my bag, my systems, everything needs to be set up right. Okay, so let me briefly talk about something that I struggled with. So I fell out of love with Instagram this year, and I think just creating content, engaging with my audience, and I was very much overwhelmed. And what was overwhelming me was just before I got my job, I had like I'll say quite a dark phase. So I was doing content solely for the income. It wasn't the smoothest. It was quite tough, and I think being in like this type of country where bills gonna come, like the bills are monthly, so like if you have a good month or not, you still pay your house rent, you still need to pay like council tax, all of that. At some point, I was spending more than I was earning. So I did eat into like the savings that I had at that time. It wasn't even like a lot of savings, but I did eat into it, and I had like so much anxiety. So I was creating content for the money, and I lost a sense of why I started this in the first place. Like, I legit lost a sense of it. And I have gotten like comments like, Oyechi, we miss like seeing you on the stories, like you showing us your process, all of that. I just wasn't happy like doing it, but like I had to do it. So when I got my job, I kind of like, I slowed down for a couple of things. First of all, I felt relieved. I felt relieved that, yeah, even if no brand pays me this month, even if YouTube doesn't pay me this month, I'm good. I have income from somewhere else. Also, I had something to focus on. So going back to like creating content, I was doing it more from a place of love. And then shortly after that, like I had to move. So I was just like overwhelmed with moving. And I think now that I kind of like set up my studio, there's ease. And I think with ease, it's taking me back to like why I started, creating content. So I spent like a good part of September, talking to myself, looking back at the drawing board, and I'm like, okay, I know that this year is coming to an end, but I still want things to be done like differently this year. I don't want to feel like I'm far away from my audience. So that's why I created the whole broadcast channel on Instagram, space where I can still go back to teaching, but I want to do it like a whole community approach. I'm like, okay, if Instagram has that feature, let's go for it. I've also taken some time to work on my website. Guys, I'm sorry if there was a little break in transmission. My camera stopped recording and I had to change my battery. So I was talking about the website and I'm currently working on it. I had someone redo my website for me, but we're still working on it. So I have like a space to like, I've redefined like the whole consultation to make the process simpler. I also am working, hey God, should I say this on the internet? Before you people will hold me accountable, please don't. I know that I'm saying this because I know I want you to, but also please don't. I'm working on a proper course. So I've always had the YouTube class and it's a live class. I love the nature of live classes for a couple of reasons. One, I love that live interaction. I feel like the information I will share there will be more like updated. I'm just looking at my life and I just feel like it doesn't permit like a live class at the moment, honestly. So I want to have like a pre-recorded one. Will I still have like cohorts, live classes from time to time? Yeah, fingers crossed. That's literally it. So I'm working on that. Also, like with the new website, is optimized for you to have a place where you go, you purchase the course. I think you create like your login details. We're still working on that. And then you can come back, enter the library, watch the videos, take the course as you please. It's yours to have. So that's what I'm working on. I have spent and I have been spent on this. So fingers crossed it comes together, but just telling you guys. So we're not just doing a life update, we're doing a life into the future. Do you get? So a lot of what I'll be doing this month and also November, December, we're like rounding up for the year. We have Vlogmas coming December. Y'all should buckle up, okay? I'm doing all I can to start preparing from now for Vlogmas, even going as serious as getting a new camera, prepping all of that. So we're not dulling this year. Like, I feel like the year before I tried, I think I did like 17 hours of 25 days. Last year, I couldn't even afford to do it. But this year, we're doing it. Okay, I wanted to do Vlogtober as well, but I was hoping that I would have changed my camera by now. Guys, let me just show you guys a little bit. So I'm trying to change my camera. And I got like a very good deal. Sorry, I might have hit my mic there. I got like a very... Why are you rescheduling my delivery? I'm so sorry, that's ASOS. So I got a very good deal for my camera. It was like £500 lower than the actual price because it was on sale. And I was like, okay, yeah, let me get it. But at the same time, I was waiting for a payment to come. I didn't want to buy it and then my business account is like zero. Because I told myself that I am going to buy this camera from my business account. I'm not using my personal funds for this camera. It's coming from the business, okay? Yeah, this business, everything I'm doing has to start paying me back, okay? And I want to sell this one that I have currently. So I was stalling. I'm like, I don't want to be in a situation whereby I'm camera-less. Do you understand? Because the difference between what I'll sell like my current kits for and like the camera I'm buying is like over £1,000. Maybe like 1.5. I'm not like, That's some serious money, okay? I also was trying to do like a few final checks if this is like the perfect camera for me. You guys know when it comes to picking gadgets, I do a research, like I do hard research because I hate to have regrets. I hate to do returns generally. So I stalled, and installing, I lost that deal. Like the day I opened Canon's website, I checked the price and I saw that it was up by £500. I screamed. I was in the house, I just screamed because that's a lot of money. If we convert that to Naira, that's over ₦1,000,000 that I just missed out of a good deal. So I'm waiting, I'm hoping, and I'm trusting God that Black Friday, in the name of Jesus, Canon will do Black Friday, or Canon, call me. I'm currently filming this with the Canon, okay? This is my second Canon camera. I'm about to buy my third one. I love your cameras. Call me, let's do something together. I know you have a couple of creators in the UK that you partner with, but I have a lot. Like, I have content ideas that we could, create together. Let's talk about your Canon V10. I know it's an amazing vlogging camera. I have a trip coming up next month to, let me not spill where I'm going to just yet, but I jinx it. But I have a proper birthday trip coming up. I would love to vlog my trip with your Canon V10. Tell people how amazing it is for them to take on their next trip. These are ideas. Let's collaborate. But yeah, that's pretty much like just like a good update. So a lot of what I'll be doing, I'm going back to like why I started content and more of my purpose towards content. So fashion videos on Instagram majorly. I'm still going to be a beauty girl on TikTok, and on YouTube I would be lifestyle and ensuring that your wigs are laid. I've heard you guys tell me, oh, where are the vlogs? You posted a lot of wig videos. You guys should stop that, because I would not enter your DM and ask you, why are you going to work on a Monday? This is what's paying my bills, okay? So you either jump on the train or you sit outside and watch from outside. But seriously, it's not really respectful when I get those comments from you guys like, oh, we don't want to see hair videos, we want to see vlogs. Don't do that. Don't do that. Some of you have 2 jobs. I don't ask you why you're working the other job. I don't know. I'm not in your business like that. So we're going back to like loving content, teaching content, telling people like how to dress, styling videos, sharing like all the tea with like content. So like, I don't know what you guys would love to see for me to teach. I don't think I would be teaching on YouTube, like telling you guys like, oh, how I edit my videos. That is something I will leave for my community on Instagram. If I can get a link to it, I'll put a link in the description box so you guys can join. So I would do a lot of teaching there, maybe on my story, maybe on my Instagram as well. I want to teach like on Instagram and then do like fashion content. On TikTok, girl, I will just be looking cute. Like, I'll be a fine babe every day. It's just neck upwards. Like, beauty videos, call me. I'm your girl for that on TikTok. I just love that. And I think also testing out the market. TikTok is an amazing place for beauty girlies, and I feel like fashion girlies thrive more on Instagram. I stand to be corrected, but no, I don't really want to be corrected because it's kind of like my personal research and I feel it's tested and trusted. Okay? Yeah. So guys, that's it for this live update. What other tea do you want to know? Maybe next live update we can talk about more things like settling down. Am I going to move again anytime soon? Am I staying in the UK? Am I going to surprise you guys and move to Canada again? And I think I feel the need to say this, but guys, I never moved to Canada. No, I only went to visit. Yeah, I visited family, and I do hope to do that because you guys will not believe how long my Canadian visa is. It's so long. So I best believe that every year for the next couple of years, I'm going to be there. I'm going to go what? I'm going to be there because it's multiple entry as well. Unlike some other countries, like the country I'm traveling to next month, I have a long visa, but it's just single entry. Don't make sense at all. Don't be doing that. But guys, it was so nice catching up with you guys. This was so beautiful. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything that I was to talk about that I did not talk about. And sure you download the LemFi app. It's linked in the description box. Okay, I spilled a lot of tea about them, so you guys should get on it and start using LemFi to send money. 0 transfer fees. Okay, I love you guys so much. I hope to be a lot more interactive here. Post more content that you want to see. Vlogs, reset series. We're coming back. a winter fall skincare routine, all of that. We're coming back. Okay, I feel so alive. Well, I owe that to like my new assistant because she's doing a lot for me, and I just feel like I'm relieved. Okay, and I can focus on like creating and being the best for you guys. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. I made it to the end filming with my glasses. Let me know if I should do this more. Do you guys want to see me like film like this type of sit down videos with my glasses or not? Like glasses or no glasses? Like, what are you feeling? Let me know. Bye guys.